and welcome back to you. So today we are going to be hatching the new Cockerel Dragon, which we of course got from the new Enchanted arena a couple of days ago. He's been sitting in my hatchery waiting to come to life. But this is of course the reward dragon that we got for being promoted up to Legendary League. And you know, it's a bird. I'm happy to add it to my collection. So this is of course Epic COCKATRICE, who is a shadow, wind, and earth dragon. Of course, it's based off of a cockerel. But we do have this dragon as part of the Guardians of the Arena collection. So of course, we've got the COCKATRICE dragon. We have Spectral Snake, who's going to be the reward for Divine League. And then we've also got Night Fairy, which is a pretty looking dragon. Weird arms. Reminds me of something from like Dead Space. But either way, that is the new dragon for today. So COCKATRICE dragons are, strangely, born from yolkless eggs. It's said that both their gaze and their breath are deadly. This trainer can verify that the breath bit has some merit to it. Scary. Very scary. And the other thing you'll notice is that unlike that other dragon, Mr. COCKATRICE is actually lacking arms completely. Which makes sense, because, you know, chickens, roosters, cockerels, whatever you want to call it, they don't have arms IRL. Maybe you've never noticed that. The birds with arms pages online may mislead you into thinking that they do indeed have arms, but they do not. But either way, this is Adin, and I'm sure he wants to eat up all that food. You eat up that food, Mr. Cocky. But yeah, in terms of getting the reward dragons, one thing that I don't mind from the new arena is us being able to get these new dragons that were brought out for it. You know, like COCKATRICE, Spectral Snake. I don't mind that we've got some bonus rewards. But they did confirm, as in Gameloft confirmed, that the new Enchanted arena is being looked at, but it looks like right now we're going to be stuck with this version of the Enchanted arena because I guess they want to monitor it for a little bit longer. I know a lot of people have been really angry about this Enchanted arena, and I'm not talking like people from my side of the game. Oh no, I'm talking like every form of social media has been complaining. It's mainly because of the drop rates, and it's confirmed that there's actually a maximum amount of chests that you can earn in a league. I believe it's per week, but it means that people that do pay money, the extortionate amounts to gem these, they're still getting screwed over. So, either way, if you were interested in knowing, it is apparently being looked at, but they said in the coming weeks, which means it might be weeks before we actually get anything of, like, in terms of changes, which I'm not really too happy about personally. But anyway, coming back to Dragon Board, it is of course day 2, and I've already missed a reset. You know, one of those times where I'm not someone that wakes up late or misses alarms very often. I don't think I've missed an alarm in a long time. And then this morning, my body was like, you know how you really need to wake up before 7 AM today? Yeah, you're not waking up before 7 AM today. So yes, that's why I missed, but a times 20. I almost said a bimes 20. A bimes 20. Lovely. But yeah, I'm a little bit salty. I am a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see if I can get a 1. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Maybe I would have been better re-rolling the 6 here. Kinda wanted to get a 6. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna push my luck. But we do need to get an ancient chest. So this is a case of me going for a particular set of luck and it not working out. Oh man, why? Why the 2s? Why the 2s? Oh, oh my goodness, the 2s. Can you stop? Oh. Now I want a 2. Let's see, you're going to give me a 2 now that I want a 2, or are you just going to be spiteful? You're giving me everything apart from what I want right now, game. See why I mailed? You see why I just wanted the ancient chest before I got to this tile. I'm annoyed. Whatever, I don't care. I missed a chest here. Whatever. If that means I missed Pulverlays, I'm annoyed. Everything that I didn't want came in that time frame. Look, don't mouth like me. I'm only gonna do that this once. It's just that particularly annoyed me. But you know, if you are gonna go for a purple tile and you want to know the best way of not wasting your event currency when you reroll, just stick to a number and go with it. But you know, I also make the mistake quite often of accidentally re-rolling numbers that I need. So when you're not paying attention, it does happen. Eliza, wait up! You're walking really fast and my boots are about to give out. You'll just have to keep up, Ned. I want to put as much distance between myself and that Heinrich lookalike as possible. Oi, hold it, both of you. I don't know who this Heinrich person is, but he's got nothing to do with me. I'm a descendant of people who used to be known as tyrants. Together, my brother Prato and I are trying to atone for our ancestors' mistakes. Working with the dragons of this land, we want to create a new world where technology helps all life. The fertile land is a happy bonus. It makes for newcomers of all kinds, like this golem dragon who fancies a battle with you. Thank you, Alro. I don't know where we're going lore-wise anymore. I'm gonna say, I think we've diverged a little bit from what I was expecting. But either way, that is Double Trouble chapter number 6. Of course, if we want Skunky Wonky, we need to do all of the 20 chapters, and I believe we also need to do chapter 21, and we do have the tables for all of the amount of doubles you're going to need for each section, because of course the further in we go, the more doubles it requires. But we do have all of that saved on the Discord server if you're interested, but, you know, maybe you don't care, maybe you do care. And don't forget, generally, it's a better idea to save your event currency rather than spending it. But, you know, you do you. You do you. Rather than spending it on, like, hitting this green tile here, ideally what you would do is you would save it until... Yeah, I'm going to hit the 2 here. Is you would save it for the next reset, you know, to do the 7th quest. And that's what you should do with tickets as well. Make sure you've always got those leftover ancient tickets. Oh, a times 10 to make up for my mouth earlier. Thank you, game. Again, don't do what I do. Don't mouth about it and then give up and then waste currency. Don't do that. That's just a me thing. Don't do it. I do things sometimes so that you know what not to do. Okay? That's why I show you sometimes. Sometimes I'll do the wrong thing and say that this is the wrong thing so that you know not to do that. I hope nobody's listening, like, or watching without any audio, because then they might just try and copy it and that would be very bad. Anyway, I guess since we are here and I was just talking about ancient chests, why don't we open up a couple of them? I'm not going to use all of my tickets. We don't have too many yet, but I'll also be doing dungeon in a sec. But we've got 48 chests. Let's see what kind of luck we get. You know, I do need Toy Fairy. We do need a duplicate Razor Helm if we want to go for Nocturne. So, getting the Razor Helm as soon as possible is obviously going to benefit us. We could also get times 500. You know, Fundiju, you fancy coming over to my crib neighborhood, Fundiju? There's also a cool decoration that has Fundiju's head on it, and I quite like that. There it is, I think we got one. I'm going to take one duplicate of each dragon like I do every event. So I'm going to take one duplicate envoy. There it is, Fundiju head. It's like they just cut his head off and put it into a tile. That's disgusting. Imagine all the blood gush. Okay, maybe don't imagine that. But, oh, we got another one. We got another Fundiju head. But my drops for Fundiju and Toy Fairy have not been too pleasing so far, but I've also not opened up very many chests. So, it is what it is. Man, I'm so melt that I ended up missing the... That I missed the first, or I've missed a reset already. It's very, very upsetting. It's very, very upsetting, not gonna lie. I'm really not happy about it, but it is what it is. But anyway, you know, like I said, you should really be grinding the dungeon, and even if you're not doing super try-hard strat dungeon, like making the runs last as long as possible, using super low-level dragons for the first rounds, even if you're not doing that, and you're, say, just doing like quick couple-minute runs, you still should be logging in every 6 hours and at least getting some KOs on the board, because it does mainly come down to frequent logins. Obviously, the better your team is, that's also going to help. But frequent logins are indeed going to be your best friend when it comes to getting high dungeon KO stuff. So, I do highly recommend, if you want Fundiju, that you do that. Maybe you don't want to get Fundiju for, I don't know, maybe you just inherently dislike Ancients. In which case, power to you. If you want Amroja though, you're gonna have to get Fundiju. So for the other people out there that want to try and go for all Ancients, or at least a few of them, you know, there are a few different gimmicky strats that you can use in the dungeon to get some bonus dungeon currency early on. And it's something I haven't gone into too much detail about before, mainly because, like, in old dungeon, when it was endless, we didn't really need those super secret XD strats. And even in Divine Fest, we didn't really need to use them. This time, however, I believe the calculations are done, and it's sitting somewhere between like 1,300 and 2,000 chests on average, is what it's going to take someone to get Fundiju. And that 2,000-ish, maybe a little bit less, is like if you have the worst luck in the world. But you know, it's one of those things where people will say, Quacks, how do I get this Ancient? How do I get this Ancient? How do I get this Dragon? It mainly just comes down to logging in every 6 hours. There's no, like, super special strat. It's kind of like with the old Enchantment League, when people used to go, Quacks, how do I get more enchantment mats? And it was just a case of, well, you just do the fights. You know, there's other things in DML where it's like, you know, if you want to get bonus food, bonus gold, do lots of map battles, that sort of thing. But, oh my goodness, I was not paying attention to who's up next. Is Sani up next, or did we just use Erlang? I'm going to pop Andy in there. That would have been better off using him. That's fine. That's fine. Let Andy die. I never would have said that in the past, would I? Let Andy die. Just let him go. Mainly because now that I've leveled up my other dragons, these other guys are falling behind. And it means that they do get basically 2-shot immediately, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. But when they do get back to an even level, if they ever do, we should be okay. But I've also lost my train of thought from where I was, whatever I was talking about before, so don't mind me. But yeah, logging in every 6 hours, doing all the quests that you possibly can. And oh my goodness, I forgot that he has Void. Ree! That also happens in dungeon. And I was actually going to try and do something with this run, and of course this random hammerhead decides out of all these times to use his Void. Why? Why do you do this to me, gang? I swear, it does this just at the wrong times. As soon as I'm trying to explain something or show something, it's like it picks the worst possible set of move it can. But that's also something to be aware of course. When you're doing dungeon runs, they are going to screw over your runs if that happens. But hey ho, Spaghetti-O, I guess it is what it is. But this is also the reason why sometimes it can be risky going in with lower level dragons. You'll see that I've added a bunch of rebirths to my lower level dragons now, mainly so that then I can try and grind out a little bit longer with them. Doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have a lot of success with the lower level dragons having rebirth, but I had a lot of rebirths available to use, and I was like, you know what? Might as well use the uncommon rebirths. They might come in handy for something else, maybe like map battles, maybe in the double trouble battles. Because I'll be honest, I've been getting some reports of some really, really not fun double trouble battles. As in people that have been getting put against some insanely high level opponents. So, it's like people with like level 110 dragons are getting put against level 120s max star enchanted, and then people with 120s are getting put against level 138. And I've seen that a few times today, but I digress. I guess we'll see how that goes. Good luck to anyone that's facing level 138 dragons with 12 stars of enchantment. I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad it's not me, but I don't know. Don't know what else to say about that. Obviously, that was always going to be a risk with us leveling up dragons for the new campaign map. Just the simple fact that the scaling with the dungeon was going to go way, 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 way up. And, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen if you use... of course, I'm frightened as well. Well, this was a terrible, terrible dungeon run. But something to be keeping in mind when you do your own runs anyway. That hammerhead, kill it. Kill it as soon as you see it. Murder it. Decimate it. At least we got some currency, I suppose. Ugh. Ugh. I kind of wanted to get to 2k that run so that I could open the purple bit. Woe is me, Mr. Hammerhead, doing me in again. That's what I get for talking while I do things. I get incredibly distracted, and I'm so used to DML being so no-brain that I don't think half the time. But, regardless. Yeah, I don't know why the scaling on double trouble bells is so insane again for some people, but I hope it's not like the other event that we had where almost everyone ended up having to gem the event. Of course, I think if you leave your dragons at the same level, you're not going to encounter that problem, but oof. Jeez, guys, I worry. I worry for everyone that decided to level up to 120. They will get benefits in the arena for doing it. Obviously, you'll have max level dragons and probably no one in the world can beat you. If you've got like epic sigils and max level dragons now, level 120s. But, yeah, good luck. Genuinely, it may sound like I'm being sarcastic, but you know, I don't actually want anyone to not succeed in this event. I like seeing people succeed and getting all the ancients and getting all the other cool stuff that they want, because this game can be unfair. And especially new Enchanted Arena, basically taking all of our potions that we earned over the years and all of that stuff. It did kind of feel like a kick in the teeth. You know, all of those potions that I might have never used them, but it did feel like, you know, at least I've got the potions. You know, I've collected them over a very long time. Didn't really want to give them up. But at the moment, I'm getting these battles again. Earlier, I was getting some okay ones, but you'll see +3, +2, +3. Like, why? Why is the balancing still so off? For me, I mainly get super easy battles. There's a lot of people that are only getting super hard battles that they cannot possibly win. It's just, Enchanted Arena right now is very broken. And if you feel like it's very broken, you're not the only one. A very, very large portion of the DML community has been complaining since release. And looks like they're not doing anything about it immediately. So I guess if anything, go and pass on your feedback for how you feel playing this new Enchanted Arena. It's just mainly the trinkets are very hard to come by. And earlier I was sitting at 120,000 trinkets, and I spent 80,000 trinkets to get like 16 extraordinary divine mats. And you've got to think, I need to upgrade 2 divines to max level, so I need a few more than 16 extraordinary. But hey ho, it is what it is. We'll get there eventually, even with new Enchanted Arena. Seems like a lot of people just want it removed completely, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but anyway, I hate the dungeon sometimes. I also hate the RNG luck on dice rolls. It was kind of my own fault this time, but it also just kind of sucks. But, you know, for now, good luck with all of your RNG rolls. I do genuinely hope you get some good stuff. And enjoy your own cockatrice if you happen to acquire him yet. I think my next goal in game is to get enough sigil trinkets to get epic acceptance. Maybe we'll upgrade our dungeon team then. But for now, may your cockatrices be well fed and well kept. And until next time, I hope to see you then.